Hey guys, so in honor of how I'm feeling today, I figured I would do a stream about Destiny 2. So today I am not feeling bad, but I'm not feeling good either, and that's pretty much how I would sum up this game. Um, so I was a pretty hardcore Destiny 1 fan despite my complaints. Destiny 2, I realize the title of the stream is probably like the clickbaitiest fucking title I've ever had in a stream, period. But it's actually true. I did delete this game in like the first week. And I gotten the character all the way up and everything. And literally the only reason I downloaded it again was because I felt really lonely. It's a pathetic reason, but it was true. I missed playing with my friends. But the game itself, yeah, so let's just jump right into this. I don't know what I'm. We're gonna play Crucible. This seems like a bad idea. We're gonna do it. But yeah, so this game, it's like kind of the same thing I said about how I feel, and kind of the same thing I said about how I feel about like a new iPhone. You always get it, and you don't necessarily regret spending the money, but it's never like, it's all right. Gets the job done. This game comes a little bit like falls a little shorter than an iPhone. It's there's some things they did really well, and there's some things they did pretty awfully. And there's like a million people that have already reviewed that stuff, so I'm not gonna go too in depth with that. Uh, I just kind of figured I would put something up here and do my maybe the top 5 things I hate about this game, and then maybe a top 5 things I like about this game, and then stuff that I'm like I don't know, stuff that I just feel like kind of like falls in the middle. So top 5 things I hate about this game. I don't even remember them all now. There's new ones that came up recently, but number one, um, roving band of pikes. Like roving band of pikes is just the bane of my existence in this game. I'm streaming. That was Vel in the background, for anybody who's interested. But yeah, roving band of pikes is like the bane of my existence in this game. And that's a funny like top 5 things I hate, but it really was. First week, I got killed by the roving band of pikes like immediately. I was like in an area doing a fade alone. I wasn't even like attacking the pikes, and then all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, a pike drove over my body. I'm like, what the hell killed me? And I was dead. Number two, the enemy AI are assholes. I don't know if that's actually the top 5 thing I hate. It was just something that kind of contributed to that negative feeling about the roving band of pikes. Real number two, the radar is absolute garbage in PvE. Why am I playing control? Come on, game. I'm pressing the wrong button to jump. What are we doing? But anyway, yeah, the radar is absolute garbage in PvE. It's okay in PvP in the sense that, like, I know it has a kind of a built-in latency, and that's not really a negative thing. I think it works pretty well. Is this guy on my team? Yeah, I'm shooting my teammate. But it has like a built-in latency because it's technically an afterimage, and there's nothing really wrong with that. PvP, it works pretty well, I think. And it forces you to move around, not just like camp and kind of like predict where your opponents are gonna be. So I actually enjoy that. I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. But like in PvE, it's absolute crap. And like there are parts. There's a Nightfall the other week that was on Titan, I think. And there's a part of that map, dude. I don't know what you're doing, but you're in my way. There's a part on that map where the radar just spins around. And it's like the little compass marker just spins, and it's like when you're standing still, if your little marker is spinning, I feel like that's one of those things you're like, maybe we should have bug checked this. Especially after all the work they did in Destiny 1 on the radar, which I don't know if it necessarily made it better. I'm just gonna die. But I don't really need mid-ons. But yeah, fix your fucking radar game. Play the hand cannon. But yeah, so that's something that was, and it still is extremely frustrating in PvE. It's really, really hard to figure out, not so much like where enemies are, but where I'm going. Like it's really about the where I'm going. I don't, the enemies, like sometimes I get killed by random enemies, and it's like, all right, cool, I have to like use my eyes. All right, there's a guy next to me, and like use my brain a little bit more. And there's nothing wrong with that. Really sorry, by the way, I'm like playing like crap and I'm not really paying attention. But yeah. Oh, shit. Number 3 is actually the amount of latency in this game. Now, I don't know if this is true or not, but it kind of feels like, compared to Destiny 1, they just built in Destiny, or no, they just built in latency to kind of combat like daily lag spikes, and that's fine. It works. That guy was pissing me off. It's fine and it works, I think reasonably well, but it's... Wow, how is this guy? Oh, okay. But it is, and it's kind of, it's equal. So the one thing that's nice about it is equal. Like, I feel like I have an equal chance of shooting someone through a wall if they have a chance of shooting me through a wall. But, ow, 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 Jesus, this guy. But, oh, dude, no, oh, that's what that was. Holy crap. All right, sorry guys, I'm actually gonna have to get a little serious for a sec. Just for a sec. Where's my... Yeah, let's do this. I really don't want to do this because it's like too much work, too much like brain action. Yeah, we'll do it. Alright guys, okay. So anyway, that is a really sad gamer tag. It's better than my gamer tag, but it's still sad. Oh my god, this hunter is annoying. But anyway, so yeah, the built-in latency, it's very easy to get shot through walls and get killed by ads through walls, so the whole like skin in my teeth dodge thing doesn't really work anymore. And that's okay, but I kind of feel like in a game, and like latency is a thing that exists, but to build in latency into a game on a platform that technically should be able to support more power compared to the old game, just kind of seems like a bit of a step back. Dude, you're in the way! Okay, not in the way enough. Well, I just killed my friend. Sorry, buddy. I just killed my friend. Alright. Dude, no! Oh, rip that guy. Rip that guy. Oh. Glad I can still destroy these. Sort of. Okay, or not. Just shot at that a whole lot for something there. Yeah, fine. That guy's dead. I'm dead. There's a hunter with an auto rifle over there. Yep, it's the same guy. It's definitely the same guy. Okay, is that an archer? No. This pulse rifle is like not fair, but I use it anyway. Where is that guy who's not yet dead? Yeah, that guy was kind of... Oh god, I'm surrounded. But yeah, so... There's a cat here. I'll throw in some things that I actually think are like pretty decent about this game too. Because right now my brain is like fried and I don't want to be like super negative all the time. But one thing I will say that's actually like really good about this game, and I think was actually to the game's benefit, is the weapons feel for the most part like pretty balanced, save for like a handful. But it's definitely not nearly as bad as D1 where like every weapon was bad. And I guess that gets to like some other things. So they made some improvements over D1. Not the least of which was, this guy is an ass. Not the least of which was, adding a map, which we all wanted. But of course, they didn't add a working mini-map, which we didn't really want for PvP, but we did want in PvE. And that's fine. They added a tracking system that's mediocre at best. And I don't mean to be rude, but I'm being honest. It's pretty bad. And the reason it's bad is because when you are doing stuff, you have to toggle in and out between your menus, and it's open world, so you have to find a safe spot to not die where enemies are spawning in. And that's not really that bad if it wasn't like a year and a day to toggle between your fucking menus. And that's something that, again, in a new game, I kind of like one of those things that like you'd excuse if they didn't have 3 years to develop this. And I mean, that has there's all kinds of reasons for that. Oops, yep, that was gonna happen. Who's next? That probably was not your best idea. But yeah, that was something that I think needs to be kind of vastly improved in the future. And how did I go positive? I was playing like shit. There's a guy on my team named Acid. But anyway, yeah, the amount of time it takes to toggle between your menu screens is just unreal. And probably the last thing is really button consistency. You're using different buttons in every screen to toggle the same thing. So when you're in Crucible and you want to look at your menus, you have to hit the center console button. When you're in your director and you want to look at what your things you have to do, it's L2, and then it just kind of gets to that point where it's like really sloppy. And then switching weapons, the weapon switch system seems to be a little confusing sometimes, or get confused sometimes. So like when you're switching, not so much with your heavy weapon's pretty clear. You hold down and it pops out, everything's good. But when you're switching between your two like main primary weapons, your power weapon, the other thing, or whatever, not power weapon, you know, charge, whatever that thing is. The one that can be void arc or energy weapon. Thank you. Y'all got it. I find sometimes if I'm like in the middle of a PvP match and I like switch my primary out, like my kinetic weapon out to be like a hand cannon, or you know, let's say I'm playing with a Mida and then I'm on a smaller map, I'm like, yeah, I can play with a hand cannon or a pulse rifle. I find that when I go to do that, I'm playing in the same lobby. I recognize that ship. Anyway, I see when I go to do that, sometimes it switches to the weapon, my energy, like if I switch my kinetic, it switches my energy weapon, and then sometimes it just stays the same, so I go to switch weapons to toggle out, and I'm always in the wrong weapon. And it's not all the time, but I've noticed that happens occasionally, and it just seems like it's getting confused. So kind of button consistency would be a nice thing between menus. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, those are my big like gripes with this game, things that I feel like they really should have. Oh yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be more than top 5 things. So guys, I put in one nice thing, so I guess I have to put in 5 more things that I hate. Let's be honest. There's a couple of things that are really, really frustrating in this. So I'm gonna die here. That's not a big deal. But anyway, the thing that is frustrating is being stuck in the same. One, the story. They did a lot better job, kind of incorporating the story-ish through their cutscenes, and the missions are a lot more like directed. I like in D1 I kind of felt like I was doing shit to do shit. I never really knew why I was doing any of the stuff I was doing. But now I kind of felt, you know, I felt a drive, I felt a direction. And that was a good start. It was a decent start. That guy's dead. I'm dead. No, I'm not. How am I still alive? Did I reload my weapon? Yes, I did. That's crazy. Okay. Why are we playing Supremacy? Why we do this, bitchy? Oh my god. Why do I suck? Oh, I had backup. Who thinks you're gonna do that? Who thinks that's gonna work out? Who is shooting at me? Where are they? Okay, my teammate killed him. Thanks, dude. I'm gonna wave to that guy. Thanks. I was trying to wave, yeah. Hopefully I waved to the right guy. I wasn't trying to taunt. But anyway, So yeah, they did a good job at like making it feel like there's like a story and a direction. But the only problem is they completely got rid of the Grimoire system. They got rid of all of their lore and all of their nice, deep, like story writing, which was in D1 fantastic and drastically lacking from the game. And there were all kinds of reasons that were postulated and stated, and quite frankly, that's all bullshit, and I don't care. There is no reason that the Grimoire should not have been incorporated in this game, and the depth of the story shouldn't have been incorporated, because that's what keeps kind of your hardcore players going. And that was kind of like a massive disappointment. Also, they got rid of the Grimoire part in the app, so you can't even like go online and look shit up. And now for like some of us who really love this game and really wanted to, I want to reiterate this too. I complain a lot about this game, but I wouldn't complain if I didn't give a rat's ass about it. If I thought this game was just complete trash from day one, I wouldn't have even bothered playing it. Like The Division, for instance. If you guys never hear me really complain about The Division. You know why? Because I don't play The Division. I bought the game, I thought it was a waste of money, and I was like, alright, cool. You know, that's that. It's over. It's done, it's over. Like, it's not something worth harping on, because it's... Wow, those guys all spawned over there. But yeah, it's done, it's over, it's not a big deal. But this game I actually do care about, and I actually like, and I think the shortcomings and the reason that people in general are complaining about it are because we expect it and we want more out of it, and we know that the team can do even more, and we know that they showed a lot of potential in D1. And I'm kind of rambling because I'm like splitting what little functioning focus I have. Everybody's on the Discord chat. Last I checked. I'm just... nobody's on this right now. There's somebody that's watching my stream, and I'm pretty sure it was Deus. I think like everybody in Lunerology. I think so. I don't know what... I figured if Plans was on here, he'd come find me. I got on tonight well, that was a while ago. It's kind of how I feel. Oh my god, look at this team. Look at this team like swarming over here. It's really... They're all over there. Ah! Also, like, the more team-based Crucible is cool, but like there are a lot of things in Crucible that aren't cool. And mostly that's like... But there's like a problem with the map RNG that like you just get stuck on the same map over and over and over again. Sometimes playing the exact same thing, and sometimes with the same team. It's a little bit surprising and it's a little unnerving. That's one of those neutral things for me. Things I really like about this game. They implemented this new weapon system where you're switching between weapons. It's a lot more relatable to most FPSs. It's very comfortable to play with. It makes sense. I think it really helped balance the weapons. Now, the only gripe that I have with that is Bungie came out with Halo, which was a fantastic FPS 10 years ago, and this is where I'm not going to blame Activision. This is something that D1, the prevailing theme in my clan was that D1 is exactly, D2 is what D1 should have been. And that would have been fine if this was Bungie's first foray into FPSs, but it wasn't. And games like Halo and Fear were already out there and were already fantastic. Wow, that guy's red. Why is this guy red?
He's highlighted probably for the people.
Oh, okay. That was like, I was getting really like thrown out. I might have a scope that does that, I guess. I didn't realize that I had a scope that did that. Pretty funny. You have to work way too hard to get this pulse rifle to do anything like useful. And games like, you know, Halo and Fear were already out, and they were really, really good at this. And I think my greatest frustration came from the fact that why was it that it took several iterations of a game to use a weapon system that had been well perfected and had been out there for centuries. Also, my DualShock is dying, and that guy with the sword also is dying, and that guy with the shotgun is not dying. Oh, CP9, I was on a 5x streak? I can fix that. I can fix that real damn quick. Where are you at, buddy? Oh yeah, so that's something Vel just reminded me. So Vel's playing Warframe right now.
Don't talk about Warframe. I haven't played it enough to give an opinion.
No, I'm not gonna give an opinion. I'm just saying Vel's playing Warframe, and there have been parallels drawn with Destiny, and both of us at some point or another, I will definitely give an opinion because I will play the game, just not right now because my internet connection sucks balls, and I'm kind of waiting. This is really red. I'm gonna blow this up. Oh yes, okay. I thought maybe I could do that. Yes. So things that I liked about Destiny 2, also because I have to throw this out there now that I'm thinking about it. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's not dead. So the thing I liked about Destiny 2, they brought they brought Randall the Vandal back. They didn't bring Varric back because he was too busy being a scribe. I've definitely fucking played with this guy before, Honey Badger. I've played with you or like some relation of yours. Did we win? Yeah, we won. Oh yeah. I played like shit. Sorry, team. But anyway, so things that I like, they brought back Randall the Vandal, and he's a real asshole. They brought in I have to stop like breaking off in tangents. Sorry, I'm like definitely not feeling well. It's a really busy week. But anyway, so the weapon switch system is fantastic. I think it's really good at balancing the weapons. I think it fixed a lot of problems with the previous weapon system. But again, why did they implement it now after way too long? It just didn't make it. It's too little, too late. It works really well though, and with the exception of I think like the Last Hope, which is just like brutally overpowered right now because of its insane. Vigilant Swing, which I think is actually broken. I think it's like actually broke. I don't think it's just like, just OP. I think there are some times when you can pulse it so fast that it actually like forgets that there's part of its burst, and like that part of the burst just is gone, like doesn't do any damage because it overlaps with the next part coming in. But it doesn't overlap damage, which is kind of cool. I've noticed this on like sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. So, and I've actually found that sometimes slowly pulsing it kills people faster. I don't know. It's interesting. I think it has. I don't think that's a feature. I think that's a little bug in there. And then like Uriel's Gift, which works some of the time, but not all of the time. Where's this guy hiding? I really want to go after this one defenseless guy. What am I playing? What? Why am I playing Supremacy again? Thank you, Shax. Thank you for telling me I've gained the lead. These guys are really, really defensive. I'm in the hidey hole. You can't get me. Actually, yes, you can. You're right next to me. Oh, God. There's a lot of you right next to me. I don't know where I'm getting killed from, but I'm getting killed. Okay. Anyway. Yeah. Yeah. And I think a lot of this game can be kind of summed up in too little too late. I think that's really what it gets down to. Is, ow, why is there someone inside me? Also, this has been a real serious problem for a lot of my clanmates, and I'm not sure if this is a global thing or it's just us and our like shitty internet. We're spawning in next to people, next to people shooting at us. Like I have spawned in killing someone, I've watched someone spawn in front of me that's on the other team, and I was able to kill them before they really had a chance to do anything. I've been killed. A lot of my clanmates have been killed.
I spawned killed this one guy like
multiple times. Yeah, I have also been in a situation where I've been able to spawn kill people, and that's not cool. I've had situations in the tower where it was finding a respawn location when there's only like 2 or 3 spawn nodes. which is also related to why the radar doesn't work in PvE very well, and it's like 100% because it's based on doorways apparently. So it's based on doorways, and there's too many doorways, and it doesn't know which one to go to because I think it's like within a range that it tries to pick. That's my grenade, dude. You're not gonna let your Rondo. Rondo the Vando! Yeah. Man, props to that guy for using Sunshot. That gun's a piece of shit. Yeah. I think generally Crucible, I don't mind the 4v4, but getting rid of options isn't necessarily, and getting rid of like private matches and cool stuff like that, that was kind of like a what the fuck. That was a hardcore backpedal. I know that was something that was implemented late in D1, and I guess it's okay that these guys are super defensive. I guess there we go. That worked. I guess it's okay, but it's just one of those things that I'm like, why didn't they just throw it in there, even if it was like a exactly from D1? Okay. Hey, good play, dude. Oh, God. I'll help you out. I hear a sword. Oh, that's fiery sword. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. I like the 4v4, but I'm kind of like, I know there are a lot of people that are kind of missing the options. We're missing private matches. I liked Rumble. Where the hell did Rumble go? That was my favorite place to be. Why isn't this guy dead? Okay. Why'd that take so long? That guy's on my team. No, he's not. The guy behind me is also not on my team. Okay. Last up, there you go. That guy, dude, you don't have a scuff controller. Get on that, scrub. You should be. That should have killed me, and it should have felt like an auto rifle. What are you doing? What are you fucking doing? Oh, things that I liked. There are more vehicular slaughtering levels. That's a good thing and a bad thing. Sort of. Is this guy just running around punching people? You're on my team. Alternatively, you're not on my team. The guy behind me is also not. No, this grenade's not on my team. That guy's in my grenade. Come on, grenade, kill that guy already. Also, grenades, by the way, take a lot longer to launch in this game. Doesn't matter what class you are. Everything is much slower. That whole built-in latency thing, and it works. It does work to combat lag spikes, but it didn't exist in D1. Making something smoother by making it worse isn't usually the answer. That's kind of, well, let's not go there. I was gonna say that's what happens to the American auto industry. But, yeah. What else do I have to say here? Also, like, the melee is kind of like a piece of shit now for everybody. Titan melee is still broken. Like, it worked there, but, like, it's happened to a number of my clanmates and, okay, that guy's dead. It happened to a number of my clanmates. It's happened to me a bunch of times. Oh no, there's only 6 seconds left and we're gonna lose. No. Oh, also the scoring system in this doesn't work at all. It's like pretty funny that it doesn't work. So we've actually sat down and like counted up. So in this game, like when you play this particular mode, whatever it is, I think this is just Clash. When you play this mode, it's supposed to be like 1 per kill or whatever, and so we had a match one day that we played as a group, and yeah, we went in there just dicking around, and we thought we were doing pretty well. We had a crap ton of damage. We killed more people. We had more assists. All of our KADs were higher, and we still lost. And we tallied it up on both sides. And like, wait a sec, the number of kills doesn't add up. I don't know how they score in this game, but I would like them to. They don't have to tell me, but just don't say it's based purely on kills because it's not. That's like an inside gripe. Things I like about this game. I feel like I should say some stuff that I like. Should have some positive things. I've said this once already, but the weapon system feels pretty balanced overall, and that's really nice. I like the fact that Crucible, to me at least, I know they may have tried to make it more competitive or less competitive. I don't know. It's just more casual. Like, I don't find myself getting angry in Crucible at all. In fact, the reason I deleted this game in the first week, and I did delete it, was because of PvE. At the rate, I was getting so frustrated trying to figure out where the fuck I was going in the level, and I was getting so frustrated just getting randomly killed by, like, new techniques that enemies had that you'd fight like 5 of them or 10 of them, and, you know, it would never happen, and then all of a sudden out of the blue, you know, an acolyte would vomit fire on you, or a boss would just take a dump on top, like spawn in on top of you and then take a dump on you, or you'd get killed by a roving band of pikes that had nothing to do with what you were doing. Yeah, that sucked. Eat a dick, Shax. Other things that I liked. The characters initially. So it's something I liked and something I didn't like. Initially, the characters are like three-dimensional, you know, interesting people, and I'll be entirely honest, I was pretty, like, bored with this game. I didn't really care about, like, Zavala and Ikora and everybody, and Cade. As much as, I mean, everybody loves Cade. But I should not have been able to kill that guy out of a shoulder charge, but I did. I punched him in the dick. That grenade's gonna kill me. Also, the Hunter dodge is useless. It's useless. I just want to point that out right there. I killed someone out of their dodge. Useless. Yeah. Yeah. Also, the other reason the Hunter dodge is useless is that Titans get shoulder charge, which auto charges and doesn't have nearly as much of a latency. I play as a Hunter, by the way, on my alt. I love playing as a Hunter. Bungie. Dear Bungie, please stop shitting on Hunters. You're not doing anyone any favors. At all. And I also actually have a Warlock, so I can now speak for all of them. I have a level 2 Warlock, and I'm extremely good with him. Turns out. This guy. No, I don't have another grenade up. Nah, I don't have another grenade up yet. I don't know what that guy thought he was doing. I think I'm just like ranting at this point, which is cool, which is fine. I think that's okay. It's my party and I can rant, you can fucking shoot if I want to. Oh my god, hey, grenade is not on my team. Oh, okay, the guy's shooting at me, so also not on my team. Oh shit. This Hunter's pretty good. He's also pretty getting punched in the face. That guy, really, dude? Oh, I got so excited. I thought there was a gun in this game called Rain King. There isn't. Oh, and they came up with this naming system for areas, which is kind of cool. I don't know why the hell they didn't have that sooner, but they have it now. It's simple, it's straightforward. There's 3 guys in the hallway. But yeah, oh, nice throwing knife, dude. Ow! So there you go, getting shot through walls. That was not my trajectory, but that's what I got hit with. Probably should switch to a gun that's got a little more range, because these guys aren't as, like, up close as the other team was. Yeah, that guy's dead. Don't even bother, dude. Don't even bother. Not rushing at me with a hand cannon. This guy doesn't know. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of figured I don't really care about Control. So Control, not gonna beat this too much. Pros have said it. I'm not a pro. I'm a not a pro, and I'm gonna say it too. Control is not suited for 4v4 because you're just kind of running around all the time. Not getting anything for holding zones doesn't exactly help. It's just kill based. Zone control would actually be kind of cool for 4v4. I don't know why that was taken away. That was always fun. It was fun when it was sweaty. It was fun when it wasn't sweaty. No one knew what the hell they were doing. Yeah, game modes, VT dubs. Some of the new competitive game modes are like super fun. VT dubs. That's another. I don't know why I keep saying that. It was popular in the 2000s. But yeah, that was actually really fun. Competitive matches. The only real gripe I have about competitive matches in this game, they are too fucking long. Like, I grew neck beard in the time I was playing one of the competitive matches. I mean, like, legit neck beard. Like, I had to shave that shit. It wasn't pleasant. What does this guy think he's doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing in your life here? You're waiting till okay, you're waiting till your whole team's over there. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do this instead. Back off. That guy's dead. Where am I going? That guy's not on my team! Alright, okay. That guy... That guy walked, kills me with his rocket launcher, and then walked into my aftermath. Dude, Arc Striders don't have an aftermath. Another thing to throw out there. Classes. I know there's a guy over there. Whoops. Oh, whoopsies. So classes. Same shit. That guy really just likes running around with his submachine gun, and he's kind of pissing me off because he's just a dickhead. He's a... You're gonna get spawn killed. Just throwing it out there. Sorry. You shouldn't have been spawn killed, but... Kill that guy. Oh, yes, thank you. That guy deserved it. Oh, there's a guy that left on our team. Poop. It's Control, man. We just played Iron Banner, and it should be very clear that nobody gives a shit about this. Oh, I wish I had a grenade. This gun's not OP at all. That grenade is... Oh, I just killed myself with my own grenade. I took that in the butt. Does that count for my high voltage then? Dude, get out of my way! Alright, or punch that guy to death. At least you killed that guy. I can't be mad at you for that. Pork Wellington. Pork Wellington, kind of like beef Wellington, but with pork. Nice. Is there a guy just like standing here waiting for me to come out of the hidey hole? Come on, dude. I'm hanging out in this hidey hole. Fuck you. I don't care if you kill me. Got dibs on the hidey hole. Oh God, stop saying power play. Why did I spawn next to someone killing me? Why did I spawn on the enemy side with sandwiched between two enemies? Bungie, like why? Why did that happen? That's not fun. That's like just super frustrating. And don't tell me that you don't have the technology to find where my fucking team is. But yeah. Hidey hole. Classes though. There's a reason I trailed off there. They're not interesting. Striker is basically exactly the same, but without death from above, and you hang in the air way too fucking long. speaking from Titans. Sentinel is literally everything that was wrong with Blade Dancer. Yeah, it's everything that was wrong with Blade Dancer as a Titan class. And that sucks. Hammer Bro is the same shit as it always was. For Warlocks, there's the Tickle Fingers. Same shit, same place, different day, less customization. There's the Void Fingers. Same shit, same place, less customization. And then there's the thing with the sword, which tracks like... It's like playing tennis drunk. Basically, like that's kind of where the ball goes, where the sword goes. I feel like that's a really good descriptor. Yeah, the classes are boring and uninteresting. I don't need to beat that horse too much. It's been beat already, but it's kind of like a worse version of what it was. They dumbed the shit out of it, and like at the end of the day, they dumbed everything down. Melees don't work. Contact points are broken. Classes are, you know, they are what they are. I love playing as a striker, but it sucks. Hunter's like Gunslinger is still Gunslinger. Arc Strider is... I didn't realize how fucking useless it was until I got wrecked out of it.
Can't figure out how to balance classes. Only give you two choices.
Yeah. Get shit on or get shit on. That's not real fun. I realize this is a giant rant, but I have not entirely clickbaited you guys. Now I feel a little better about it. Yeah, I mean, alright. Oh, I wanted to punch that guy. Okay, I thought that guy was in the other room. I was like, this is Warlock shooting me through a wall.
Oh, spawning into a grenade.
Spawning into a grenade that's not mine. That's happened, so it hasn't happened to me much. Yeah, that's fine. It hasn't happened to me much throughout the game. It happened to me here, which is nice. I'm glad it's in the stream because it does a really good... This has been a really good example of, like, something I've said for years, and even in D1. Don't look at the zones. Don't look at like where my team might be. Pick a random person on my team and spawn me next to them.
I feel like the spawning in Destiny 1 was way better.
Spawning in Destiny, I was spawn killed maybe 3 times in 3 years in Destiny 1. And those were like freak accidents, and no, they're like spawn killing me because I happen to be another enemy that's literally in front of them. Why?
Destiny 1,
they're not assholes.
It would do this. It would spawn you away from enemies regardless of where your teammate is.
Yeah.
But here it's like, oh, it's spawning you these teammates. Oh, they're in a firefight. Oh well, take a hunter grenade in the ass.
Like I love spawning into a grenade, and I mean that's. It just feels again. Theo is a hunter.
He's hunting himself, but, you know.
Might be hunting his own tail.
No, he's hunting the ball.
Oh god, is that my teammate? No. Okay. No, I haven't gotten any to eat yet. I was putting it on the table waiting for it to get to room temperature. Alright. Okay. Also, it could probably be established from this video that neither Vel nor I feel particularly good today. It's been a really long week for everybody. Oh yeah, well I mean like it's been a long week and it's been like a really stressful couple of weeks, so I think we all have colds and like allergy. I don't know what the hell happened, but there's been like kind of a allergy burst between everybody, including our cat. So yeah, sorry if I'm like super ranty, but I hope the title of this and knowing my channel personality would kind of make whoever clicks on this expect it. Oh my god, okay, yes! How? No, oh no, what? There's that latency, that guy died to me. Even though I was dead. Long dead. What do we, okay. Dude, was that an actual invisible hunter? Maybe? Probably not, probably not. That would have been exciting. Why did it spawn me with someone behind me? Ah! You know, for playing against a team, this actually isn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm aware that there's a guy right behind me killing me. Come on. I'm over here. I'm gonna... Okay. Oh, they made invisibility a lot better. Did any of that guy tack welding? That guy's name tack welding? Dude, don't put your shield up when I'm killing some... Oh, you dumb bastard. You dumb bastard. God. Well, we're catching back up. Okay, I'm getting shot. Alright, that guy's gonna die because he's gonna stand on my grenade like an idiot. What's my primary? Okay. I don't know grenades. That guy's gonna come back around with this whole team pretty much. Yeah, no, yeah, yep. What? What? Okay, that didn't seem fair. That didn't seem fair at all. Oh yeah, charge melee broken again. It looks like he got his charge melee off. He must have punched somebody a couple times. Takes 2 tries apparently to get it to work. Don't know why. Hey dude, please kill that guy. Thanks. I don't think I've collected like any crests in this game. Also, you can see me shooting that guy through the wall. Yeah, I more or less figured that grenade was gonna get its job done. I think these guys know that I have a super, and I'm gonna use it on their whole team, hopefully. That's... Okay, you got that. I'm going this way. I believe that was our team that collected on that. Okay. Why didn't my flight activate there? I have a grenade launcher. I'm not very good with a grenade launcher. I should have let somebody else on my team get this. You know what those Titan shields are really good for? Throwing grenades in. Ah, so happy. I really want to stack tap this guy, but I'm not going to. I just want to point out that I do want to. You dick, Shax. Dick. Sorry, dude, I'm gonna run in front of you really quick. I blindly decided to shoot that. I am. Dude, you're not gonna warlock me with me out of my super. But nice try. Oh, what? How that guy didn't die from the aftermath, I don't know. But he didn't. Unless the game just reset me back to my normal thingy. Yeah, I'm not very good with that super yet. And I don't think mine is working the way I set it up before. What I think it was. Yeah, I got a Leggy. We did surprisingly well versus these guys. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm like playing like shit. Feel bad about this. I'll draw attention to that. It's definitely the worst on my team. Probably should. Wait. What is this? What are you doing? What? I have Aftershock. Okay. Yes, cat? What's up? Yes, what's up? Yeah, I think everything. Yes. Well, yeah. I'm gonna play one more match, try to be a little bit better. To show that I'm not just like aimlessly complaining about this. I'm gonna switch this up. This gun's really fun to play with, and sometimes it's good to switch it up. Put a shader on it. I have money in this game again. I don't know how that happened. I'm gonna change my armor colors again, because poop. Should you get poop? I'm gonna change the color of these. Oh god. That was something to character creation. I know you don't really see your face that often, but it does help. Customization helps immerse people. I don't really care what anybody says. I like that you can now dye all different parts of your armor, but I do find it really funny that like they managed to not change anything about it, but because they adapted for I guess 4K or 5K or whatever, they just like brutally increased the brightness and the saturation. Yeah, that was... Please don't do that again. Managed to make something familiar horrible. Oop! Oop, oop, okay, killed myself. Whoopsies. I'm off to a really good start. This is going to be a really defensive match, I think. This might be a meta multi-tool match. I think we got him. I didn't kill him, but I got him. Yep, this is gonna be a meta match. Once I go meta, I'll go back. You guys know you don't want this. You don't want this opposing team. You really don't. I promise. You guys underestimate just how good I am when my meta game is on. Skyburners are, you know what? Props to you, dude. I cannot get that gun to do anything useful for me. But that was well played. That was, I think that was a body tap and a headshot or 2 headshots. That was really well done. Low, high, low, low, high, high. You guys decided to get... Nope. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. You guys keep playing that far game. Oh, you got me with a rocket from point blank. What a dickhead. What a dickhead. You guys brought this on yourselves. You really did. You can't blame me for brutally murdering you. You guys are playing super far back and super defensive. It's perfect for meta. Oh yeah. See, maybe he's ready. Yep. As I thought. I shouldn't have hesitated there. I knew they were gonna do the same for him. These guys are the ultra defensive, never really learn type. Dude, let him come up. The thing about meta is it kicks up naturally. So that was a beautiful play. That was really, really good teamwork. How? How? I shot that guy through a wall. That's cheating. I literally shot a sliver of a person through a wall. Hop over here. So, no, do you back down? Like that? Crap. I'm sorry, if you guys are gonna play defensive, I am gonna play with meta. I feel bad about this. I really do. I really do. Once meta comes out in the right environment, like things can get pretty out of control. So I pinched myself there. I could have probably killed those guys, but okay, so these guys are still over here. I'm gonna come back to back this guy up. What's up, dude? Oops, sorry. What is going on? I don't think that guy, this guy can't hear me. What are we doing? Where are they coming from? That guy that's like watching a cat. Oh, they're coming from this side. Okay. That was risky. The rift gives him way too much health. Holy crap. That rift gives you way too much health, friend. Sorry. That is frustrating. This meta gives me way too much power. Too much power. No boost. No boost. Are you insane? How brutal do you want me to be? Oh, I couldn't get it. He's gonna walk into my aftermath though. Dumb bastard. That's gonna kill you. Okay. I tried to warn you. Now the aftermath works. It didn't seem to work that one match. Maybe I'm just going blind. It's totally possible. Ooh, nice play. I heard it activate. Didn't really pay attention to it. Who's shooting at that guy? Ah, shit. Got pinched. Arc staff. Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Before he gets his health back. You got him. Don't run away. Damn it. One, I know what's gonna happen here. We're gonna get pinched from both sides. Whatever, maybe this guy will be patient. Nope, yep. Okay. And that was kind of not my best idea. Yeah, this guy's gonna hang out here while Tickle Fingers gets his groove on. Where the hell am I? Holy sh... Okay, thanks for not telling me anything, Radar. Why? Why? Why are you useless? That's really frustrating. That's another thing, is that the afterimage radar is not bad, but it's like pretty frustrating. Sometimes. Especially when you have crouching enemies. That's that guy was still waiting. It's okay, man. Man, these guys are good. Those KDs, Christ. I was not good. Oh, but anyway. I think that's a good enough sized rant about Destiny. I think, so, and this is not uniquely my idea, but there was another game that did a really good job of doing it wrong, and they apologized and fixed it and brought it back. And I'm thinking about Final Fantasy XIV, which has its own flaws, but they're extremely quick to fix things that they break, and I mean within a week. Can't say the same about Destiny right now, and I'm not going to completely blame Bungie. Activision is a big component of this, but I'm going to put this out here real quick. In Destiny 1, Bungie was trying really hard to get push lots and lots of content, and apparently that was part of a deal with Activision. And then they put out the House of Wolves, and I think a lot of people talk about how there was a content drought in D1. They remember the content drought in D1, but I don't know if they remember the consequences of when Bungie was pushing lots of content, and Bungie's actual admission that it wasn't necessarily the best content they could put out. When House of Wolves came out, it was not catastrophic, but it was noticeably subpar. It was kind of uninteresting. The rewards were unrewarding, and somewhat useless compared to what was already there. The maps were like painfully, they were smattered with seams. They were really, really bad. It was really easy to get trapped in things in those maps. And they acknowledged it. Bungie came right out and said, you know what? We did it, we tried, and we can't do it, and this is not our best work. And then they came out with the Taken King. And the Taken King was not only the best raid they ever came out with, because for the sole reason that it forced you to play with all 6 people, almost all the time. Everybody had a job, everybody had a role, and it was fun. It was a huge, wonderful team building exercise. Sure, it had a couple flaws here and there, but bar none, it was a fantastic raid. It really, really was. It was really fun. It was really where our clan came from. I think once they did that, they should have really sat down with Activision and had a serious conversation and said, look guys, we want to put out a really good game. You guys want to make money. We can find a way to do that, but let's focus on developing a really good game. And they really should have slowed it down and clocked it back, because Rise of Iron was a catastrophe that should just be buried. I'm not even going to go there. I'm sure you guys have seen a stream, but the first day I played Rise of Iron, I glitched horribly in the first level. Like, horribly, to the point that I couldn't even play. I was killed. I remained dead throughout the entire first level. One of my teammates ended up in a hole somewhere where he couldn't move, and my other teammate got transported to the end of the map. That should never happen, ever. I have no idea what kind of manner of thing had to go wrong in the script for that to happen, but it was really bad. I never forgave them for that. And it was just boring. It was just nobody cared. I really think they should have taken a step back and spent more time developing this game, because there are a lot of things that this game feels like it has a ton of potential, and if this was the first game they put out, I would be floored. Even if this was like part of Destiny 1, if this came out like, Destiny 1.5 in like year 2 or year 3, I would have been like, wow. Maybe year 2. Year 3 it's pushing it, because at year 3 they made a lot of strides. but this is not a complete product, and I've raised 4 characters. I've raised 3 all the way to full in under a week. There's just not enough content, and I'm sorry. The $60, I don't feel like I wasted it, but I certainly won't spend more. I really think they should go back, revamp this game, apologize to everyone, and the next set of content really should be released for free to everyone at least who pre-ordered. I did not pre-order, so I would be outside of that, but I really think it should be, because there's just not enough content here to justify how much people spent on it. For me, I spent like, you know, the minimum $60, and I think it's enough. I mean, I've spent $60 on worse games, but I really do think that for what some people spent on the whole collection package, it's not enough game. There's really nothing to do right now. I could do a raid, I could do the Nightfall, and that's great, but it's just not, you know. And kind of harkening back, the characters were really three-dimensional in the beginning of the game. They became 2D pieces of cardboard, especially Hawthorne by the end. Spoilers. And I just want to point out to everybody, we didn't regain the tower. We're not rebuilding. The story doesn't really make any sense because that's the old tower. And if we could have just walked, you know, over here, which is literally a hop, skip, and a jump. It's literally a hop, skip, and a jump away. I'll show you. I don't think I can actually hop, skip, and jump over there, but I think you can get a pretty good idea of how close it is, just how actually close that is. Why the hell didn't we have some people come over here and develop this? Apparently this was perfectly fine. Like, what the fuck? So, yeah, we could have avoided that whole catastrophe. Also, why did the Cabal not destroy this thing? Why didn't they just burn everything to the ground? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But that was a problem. Activision and Bungie, you guys have a lot to do to get this back in fighting fit. And I really would recommend, I'm sure this has been said in articles everywhere, but Activision, I really would recommend listening to Bungie as a team and acknowledging their strengths and their limitations, because you are rapidly approaching Ubisoft in just the rock bottom quality of your games, and I don't want to see a game that I love getting pooped on because of that, because it's just not okay. So yeah, one last positive thing. Let's end on a positive note. The grapple thingy, that like grabbing onto stuff, really cool. Really good job. I'm glad they did that. I'm actually genuinely glad they did that, because I think it's a nice touch. Oh yeah, on that note, guys, thank you for joining me on my 16-month long rant. By 16 month, I mean 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 32 seconds. There are many things I think that still need to be worked out in this game. I think there are many things that need to be considered. I have 2 Uriel's gifts. I also want to point out that they have a long way to go in terms of the weapons. It's already been stated the weapon pool is pretty small. And I will outright say that the new Titan exotics are gimmicky at best and fairly useless. I'm not trying to be rude, I'm being brutally honest. But yeah, there's a lot of work to do here, so get to it, Activision, Bungie. Hope for whoever watched this, it was at least minutely enjoyable or cathartic. And yeah, hopefully this will see some more loving in the days to come. Anyway, guys, take it easy. Thanks for joining me, and I'm gonna outro getting a bright engram, and then I think I'm gonna call it a night. And hopefully I will not have a code tomorrow, but I don't know how that's gonna go. Bright engram. Ooh, that's cool. Let me see this. I want to see this ghost shell. Oh yeah, just so you guys curious, I have a Pokemon ghost shell. And I've been running with that for a while now. What is this? Whoa. I feel like that should look cooler. That's really cool. That's actually really cool. Oh, dude. Didn't change for a second. I thought it was going to be the same. Tripping balls. This is a way to end a video. When I fuck around with ghosts. That's cool. That's a watermelon. Okay. Anyway, take it easy, everybody, and see you at some point. Oh yeah, just a last pointer actually to keep doing this. But if you're curious and you want to see your face, if you go into your chest plate, you will see your face. It's actually zoomed in, nice and clear. Don't know why this wasn't implemented earlier, but yeah, here it is. All right, take it easy, everybody. And I'll see you in the next video, hopefully.